Welcome everybody, this is Herd 85 and we are here, we are at Starrcade. So thank you as always for joining and let's get started. So we're doing a little pre-show segment here and I'm going to do this quickly before reading everything else, and we'll see. Brock was not very good at turning face, Noah's Elijah, but Arns was successful. Anyway, screen lights up. With a pre-taped earlier today graphic. Got Brock Anderson and Holyfield in the Performance Center. They're going through their drills. They're working on complex tag team maneuvers. They're starting to gel now as a unit. Arn stands at ringside observing, giving pointers. Suddenly the peace is shattered from out of nowhere. Private Party, Isaiah Cassidy, Mark Quinn, ambush Brock and Elijah, slide in the ring, catching them off guard, deliver a flurry of quick, devastating strikes. They're going after their legs, trying to take them out. Arn is yelling some warnings from the outside, trying to get in the ring, but Private Party are too fast. Cassidy and Quinn are working over Brock and Elijah, getting some more cheap shots in. They quickly grab Brock, setting him up for a double team maneuver, when suddenly the American Nightmare slides into the ring like a man possessed. Private Party are caught off guard, completely unexpected arrival, immediately scatter. Cody charges, sending them tumbling to the outside. He then levels Quinn with a furious clothesline. Private Party realise they're outmatched and quickly make a retreat. Cody stands tall at the Performance Center ring, watching Private Party disappear. He turns, helping a dazed Brock Anderson to his feet, turns to Elijah. Arn Anderson, who has finally made his way into the ring, looking completely shocked but very proud. Cody walks up to Arn. He speaks with a fierce intensity, looking at Arn. He says in a clear voice, "Arn, they want a fight. They want to jump the legacy. Not on my watch. We're not letting this slide. Private Party, you want to pick a fight with the future of WCW. You want to disrespect a legacy. You just made the biggest mistake of your lives." Turns to Arn and says, "Make it happen, Arn. 6-man tag tonight at Starrcade, because I'm in." So we did our face turns. Cody will be teaming in Private Party later tonight. Teaming with Elijah and Brock against Private Party later tonight. Another pre-show, I want to get everyone on the card. Judgment Day have come across just for the one night, beating Carly Bright and Keiko. 1-star match, 53. Roxanne Perez and Raquel with the win. Here we go. So Starrcade kicks off. We get an epic video on the Titantron, showing unforgettable moments, legendary figures from the past. You've got Ric Flair delivering a chop, doing his strutting. Sting descending from the rafters in his iconic black and white. You got the footage of the NWO takeover, DDP hitting a diamond cutter, Bret Hart locking in a sharpshooter, Randy Savage hitting an elbow drop. Each clip is brief, impactful, and designed to have that nostalgia pop from the crowd, showcasing the rich and grand scale of WCW. The music builds, the video shows more classic footage to a crisp, modern, high-definition shot, and then we see Shane McMahon doing some sort of authority and visionary, and also we see some highlights of the current WCW roster. Flashes of Braun Strowman decimating opponents. We've got Damian Priest delivering the Reckoning, Bron Breakker hitting a bone-jarring spear, Alexa Bliss with her charm carrying Cross' menacing presence, Ronda Rousey doing a flying armbar. The footage is fast-paced and shows the new look of WCW. Then we get the BAM! The arena explodes with your breathtaking over-the-top pyro, fireworks on the stage, like a classic pay-per-view entrance. As the final bursts, the arena lights come on and we go to the announce team, Mauro Ranallo, Booker T and Velvet Sky. Mauro, welcome everyone to Starrcade, the biggest show of the year. What an opening segment. statement, the past, present and future of WCW combining on this momentum night. Booker, well, you hear that, sucker? This crowd is fired up, and after the video, how could they not be? We got legends in the building, we got future Hall of Famers in the building, and we're about to make some history tonight. Velvet, I can feel the energy in the arena, Marrow. Starrcade is truly where dreams are realised and legacies are forged, and tonight we have so many unanswered questions, so many championships to crown. It's going to be a wild one, and that scored a very good 85 for an opening segment. So the first match on Starrcade, we have a tag action here. We have the team of Starlight Kid and Zarya, who are both faces, versus Idols of Dawn and Lady Marvella. And yeah, Zarya gets the win. 2.5 star match. So decent match quality and overness definitely jumped up for these two. Good match. We have ourselves a 5-way. Again, sort of, you can call it what you want, prove yourself match. We have Trevor Lee overcoming the odds here, beating Sean Legacy, Joshua Fennec, Richard Holiday, and Endo. Decent match, 3.5 star, 52 final score. It'll be overness, that'll be why. So we go backstage with screen cuts to Shane McMahon in his office, looking satisfied. Kidman sits opposite him, taking notes on a tablet. You got Kevin Nash is reclined in a lounge armchair, arms crossed with a knowing face. Let's hope he don't put his quads. Shane McMahon goes, "Gentlemen, the energy backstage for Starrcade is palpable. Everyone knows where this is where legends are made, where careers are defined. And after last week's excitement in the locker room, it's clear the WCW Tag Team Championship need to find a home." Kidman, the teams have certainly been bringing the heat, Shane. A lot of incredible talent hungry for the gold. Nash laughs, "Hungry boss. They're practically eating each other alive, which is good for the business." Shane, precisely Nash, after careful consideration, watching every single one of them go out there and lay it all out on the line. "I've made my decision. For the first time in the new era of WCW, we will crown our new World Tag Team Champions." Kidman nods, Nash looking pretty cool. Said, "And it won't just be any match, it will be, this isn't about giving an easy path, this is about proving you're the best, the toughest, the most dominant duo in WCW. So tonight's, when we reactivate these titles, it's going to be a triple threat match. You've got the raw power and ferocity of the War Machine, so Ivar and Eric. You have got the undeniable charisma and athleticism of Street Profits, Martez Force and Angelo Dawkins, and the brutal uncomposing force of the Skyscrapers, who are Dijak and Baron Corbin, who are unproven as a tag team in WWE, but in MLW they look pretty decent. Shane McMahon says War Machine versus Street Profits versus the Skyscrapers. These are formidable teams in WCW vying for the gold. This is going to be an absolute war, gentlemen, and it's going to be sensational. So we only got 60 seconds, 67. Tried to obviously involve some agents in there. So again, another match. This one is a triple threat tag team. Again, it's Starrcade. I wanted to use everybody. You got the tag team from AAA, Psycho Clown and Pogno, defeating Green and Morris, and also Heights and Bourne. 2-star, 55. Here we go. The arena goes dark. Hush falls over the crowd. We get some pulsing electro beat in the arena. Almost a loft female vocalization. The massive LED screen on the stage erupts with some slick, futuristic graphic, with M slowly morphing and expanded, glowing in an icy blue and silver light. Marrow, the anticipation is building, and whatever this is feels significant. Booker, this feels like something brand new. I don't always want to say sucker all the time. I'm not the best Booker T impersonation. A single bright spotlight pierces the darkness, focuses on top of the ramp. A gasp goes through the crowd as Stevie Turner emerges first. She strikes a pose, bathed in icy blue light. She's dressed impeccable. Gear is shimmering, sheer already forming her lips as she slowly scans Roaring audience, clearly unimpressed. Pyro bursts dramatically from the stage behind us, showering down like silver rain. So we've got some silver rain over some blue lighting, looking pretty cool. She extends her hand with perfect timing. We have Kamoke, strides out beside her. She stops dead center, holding her arms out wide, taking in the spectacle as it was her birthright. It says her egomaniac persona is on full display because they are heels. Almost disdain for anyone who isn't her. More pyro explodes, framing the both of them drastically. Maro, and alongside her, the equally impressive Coca. This is the Evolution. The duo serve the crowd, soaking it all in. Bit of booze, bit of cheers. But they're clearly reveling in the attention. So yeah, they both make their way to the ring. As they reach the ringside, they don't rush, they pause, they take a moment, pose for the cameras. Coco steps in the ring, still steps. She raises a fist to the camera, mouthing, "I'm here," confidently steps into the ring. Walking straight into the center, not even at the opposite, not even looking at their opponents. Yeah, so the Mara says Koki and Stevie Turner, the Evolution, have arrived with a bang and they're ready to make their debut right here at Starrcade. We've got a 90 just for their entrance. The match, however, probably isn't the best because they're not over yet. So we borrowed 2 talent from AAA, Rena and Lady there, Rena Dorrit and Lady Sharon. 1.5 star, but 50 overall. The whole point is to push the tag team. United States Championship. So we have Dolph Ziggler, Lexus King, Pete Dunne, and Inamura. And yeah, Dolph Ziggler, of course, is going to be the workman. He has got the United States title. 2.5 star, 61. Post-match, the bell has rung. The crowd's on its feet. What a match. Ziggler stands in the ring, triumphant. His chest is heaving. The ref hands him the new-looking United States Championship. Ziggler hoists it immediately above his head. Confetti from the rafters showers him, red, white, and blue, as he collapses to his knee, clutching the title, overcome with emotion. Gets back up, pumping the fists to the crowd, and we get he's done it. Dolph Ziggler has captured the US title at Starrcade. What a moment for the show off. Well, you got to give it to him. The man earned it. He put it all on the line, and he's got the gold to prove it. Ziggler is handing a microphone. Starrcade, did you hear that? That is the sound of a dream realised. The sound of some hard work in payoff. He hoists up the US title again. This is the workers' title. This isn't a privilege. This isn't for the chosen. This is for anyone who bust their ass every single damn night, who leaves it all in a ring, and it's exactly what I'm going to do. Get the old yes chant from the crowd. Dolph, you want to know why? You want to know why I'm going to defend this championship with every fibre of my being? Why am I going to make this the most prestigious, the most talked about title in WCW? Because I'm Dolph Ziggler. And I will bust my ass, I will bleed, I will leave everything I have in the ring every single time I defend this belt. Because I'm Dolph Ziggler, and I steal the show every damn night. Mic drop. Boom. Velvet says, what a statement from the new US champ. Ziggler, he means every word of that. You can see it in his eyes. And Marav, champion for the people. Dolph Ziggler's made it clear he's here to fight and here to entertain. 79, new US champion, Dolph Ziggler. So the tag team titles were on the line in a triple threat match. We got a very good 4-star 71 because I made it chaotic. Chaotic usually means if you don't have it too long, so roughly 13 minutes, it will be based also on overness and entertainment skills, which a lot of these have. I went with Eric and Ivar for the victory. So I got a 4-star match quality, 71 overall. So the War Machine are my new WCW Tag Team Champions. The Cruiserweight time. So as the The lights come back on. We have the theme music for the Cruiserweight, or just generic rock playing. Shane Helms and Chavo Guerrero come down to the ring, fresh and sharp. Chavo holds up the new Cruiserweight Championship. He takes the microphone, he gestures to the title. Helms is beside him, so Chavo says, "Tonight at Starrcade, WCW is not just making history, we are redefining it. For too long, the fastest, most athletic, most innovative athletes in this industry have been overlooked, but not anymore, not in WCW. Tonight, the Cruiserweight Championship will be crowned in the Open Challenge, the Cruiserweight Open, featuring the best of the best. Make no mistake, every single competitor you will see in the ring tonight has been handpicked by myself and by the Hurricane, Shane Helms. We didn't look just for talent, we looked for superstars. We looked for those who understand what it means to take WCW to the next level, and tonight every single one of them prove it. This isn't a match, this is a statement. Tonight the Cruiserweights will do what they do best. We show the entire damn world that this is the best wrestling division on the planet. So prepare yourself, because Starrcade is about to get a whole lot faster, a whole lot higher, and a whole lot more exciting. So this little segment got a 78 before the match. So the Cruiserweight Championship, as you can see, a hoist of superstars here. Luke Jacob, Sean Skywalker, Dragon Lee, Javon Evans, Mecha Wolf, Amore Takahashi, Ultimo Dragon, and Rich Swann. And I have made Dragon Lee from Monday Night Raw the new WCW Cruiserweight Champion. So I did want to draft him, but he is one half of the Raw Tag Team Champion. But hey, he is going to be the Cruiserweight Champion, 3.5 stars, 65. I can use him as much as I want because of the alliance with WWE. And yeah, Dragon Lee I feel is a good pick, established star, and he'll put in some good matches. So who are Cody Rhodes, Arn Anderson's crew going to face? So let's find out. So before the match, a massive screen lights up. We have the iconic Four Horsemen theme playing softly, accompanied from some classic footage showing Flair, Arn Anderson, and the legendary stable. Arn's voice says for years the Four Horsemen were the standard. They were the benchmark, a brotherhood built on power, prestige, and dominance. We set the bar, we were the past, and shaped the future. And then shift to a more sort of modern day, a bit more rebellious energy. Shots of Arn with his son Brock and also Elijah training, looking determined. Then we go back to Arn's voice. The times change, the game evolves, and sometimes you got to break rank to break ground. This isn't tradition anymore. This isn't about following the rules. This is about forging a new path, a path for who refused to be bound by expectations. The screen then shifts and we get a stylish looking R with the word Rogue Horseman beneath it. And just a quick history for those that aren't sure, Rogue Horseman was their stable in, Brock and Arn's stable in MLW. Also features Bobby Fish. We're going to get Arn Anderson. This is the Rogue Horseman. Tonight we ride. Arn's powerful music hits through the arena. Behind him, Brock and Elijah emerge, looking more confident than ever. All of them are wearing the new black looking Rogue Horseman shirts with the logo on the front. Arn waits at the top of the ramp, and then we get Cody Rhodes' Kingdom blaring through the arena as the American Nightmare strides out to meet them. WWE Champion, of course. Arn holds out the Rogue T-shirt, the Rogue Horseman T-shirt to Cody. He looks at the shirt, he looks at Arn, he takes the shirt, and then pulls it on over his gear. He says, "Alright Arn, just for tonight." So Cody, he's wearing the Rogue Horseman shirt, but he's not going to be a member full time. This is a one-off tonight. Cody then grabs the mic. "Private party, you mess with the wrong family, you jump the wrong man. Tonight you pay, you think you're clever, you think you're going to get away with cheap shots. Not with us, so come on out. Let's see the mystery partner you've been hiding." Just then, the arena goes black and the sinister heavy guitar riff followed by some bagpipes with a preacher as the word broken dreams flash across the screen. Private Party are already on the stage now, looking smug, and they point to the entrance tunnel as we get a towering figure storms out onto the stage, completely ignoring Private Party, who quickly scurry out the way as Drew McIntyre has appeared. His eyes are locked onto Cody in the ring, and pure hatred in his eyes. He does the walk, he power strides to the ring, he ain't hanging about. Drew slides into the ring, not even acknowledging Private Party, and then he is straight up in Cody's face as they meet in the centre of the ring. And then a wild brawl breaks out between the two. Private Party dive in to sort of brawl with Brock and Elijah as the match begins. Talking of the match, we've got... I've already done that. I don't know why it's come up again, probably because it's not acknowledged it. But we've got 2.5 star, 69 rating. Team Cody, with Arn at the side, beat Private Party and Drew McIntyre. Elijah Holyfield there got 2.3 overness for that win, so that is a huge win for Brock and Elijah. Women's Championship time. So as you can see, we have Sarray, Tessa Blanchard, Dakota Kai, Shayna Baszler, Ronda Rousey, and Alexa Bliss. And I have given the WCW Women's World Championship to Alexa Bliss. 3-star match, 71. It will all be revealed. Why in a moment? As the bell has rung, signalling the end of the match, Alexa Bliss scrambles to her feet. She's got a wicked smirk on her face. Ronda Rousey, Shayna Baszler, momentarily distracted at ringside, completely incensed, as just seconds before, as Ronda had a submission hold locked in. Natty Neihard made an appearance from the crowd, screaming, pointing directly at Ronda, just momentarily but crucially distracted her, allowing Alexa Bliss to seize the opportunity and rolling up the opponent, hooking the leg for the 3 count. So the referee obviously didn't see all this going on. Of course I don't. At ringside, Ronda and Shayna are utterly livid. They're screaming at Natty, who now stands tall, defiant at the barricade. Natty doesn't back down. Instead, she climbs over, slides in the ring, walking directly past the ref and heading straight for Alexa Bliss. But Natty doesn't touch Alexa. Instead, she stands shoulder to shoulder with the new champ. Powerful, determined look on her face. Her gaze, however, is not on Alexa's victory. It's looking directly at Ronda and Shayna, who have now backed up the run, seething with anger and screaming threats at Natalya, or Natty Neihard. Natty Neihard plays a pivotal role in Alexa's victory and are now standing united with the new champion. So, effectively, Natty has helped Alexa win the world title. 73 for that angle. So we're getting there, main event time, so a bit to read. So we get the first out comes Damian Priest. So the stage explodes with pyro as Priest steps out, intensity in his eyes. He strides forward, soaking in the roar of the crowd. He makes his way to the ring. Stands in his corner as suddenly the arena goes into darkness, and then we get a thunderous crash of drums and a primal chant as the Titantron bursts into life, as the destruction and raw power of Braun Strowman is next. The colossal figure himself emerges from the smoke and lights. He lets out his deafening roar, pounding his chest as explosions erupt behind him. Sheer presence and stomps his way to the ring. Strowman enters the ring. He towers over Priest, but they do have a nod of neutral respect. The atmosphere is thick with tension as well, because obviously it's a world title match. Titantron then flashes more aggressively with signaling the arrival of Bron Breakker. He bursts onto the stage. His eyes are wide, manic intensity. He wastes no time powering down to the ring, and then slides in immediately, confronting Strowman and Priest with his menacing glare, refusing to break eye contact. Breakker stands defiant in his corner. Then we get the slow, methodical ticking clock begins as Karrion Kross and Scarlett make their way out from the darkness. Their movements are deliberate but completely unsettling, as everyone will fall on prey. Mara then says the main event is set. The 4 of WCW's most dangerous competitors. Referee signals for the bell, but first the official introductions. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please welcome to the ring the competitors for tonight's main event. This match is scheduled for 1 fall, and it's for the undisputed future of WCW, the WCW World Heavyweight Championship, of course. First, from Clearwater, Florida, weighing 320 pounds, he is the monster among men, Braun Strowman. Next, from New York, he is weighing in at 249 pounds. He is the Archer of Infantry. This is Damian Priest. And their opponents, first from Eastlake, Florida, weighing 240 pounds. He is the son of the dog-faced gremlin, Braun Breaker. Lets out his primal roar. And finally, the last opponent from Sin City, weighing 265 pounds, accompanied to the ring by Scarlett. He is the harbinger of Doomsday. This is Karrion Kross. The referee holds up the title and then signals for the bell. 93 for sort of the slow dramatic entrances and the ring announcing. Main event. Again, I've set this to chaotic. 3-star 85. Can't really complain. And I gave the victory to Damian Priest. So Damian Priest is the new WCW World Heavyweight Champion. It felt like the smartest decision. He's probably the most over, most recognisable. Braun Breaker was in a close second, obviously. Just as we get to the end, Shane McMahon makes his way down to the ring. He hands very exhausted looking Damian Priest. You hear, here comes the money. Shane McMahon enters the ring. He hands Damian Priest the WCW Heavyweight Championship belt, placing it over his shoulder. Maro's like symbolic passing of the torch. Shane McMahon crowns the first WCW champion of the new era. He claps Priest on the back, offers a few words of encouragement and congratulations. Then a respectful nod. He turns to make his exit, leaving Priest alone in the ring. Censored to bask in the memento achievement. The crowd, a mix of appreciation, excitement, but they are cheering loudly. Priest slowly raises the title above his head, the gold glittering under the bright Starrcade lights. He spins slowly, going to every corner, making sure they also have a good glimpse of the new title. Booker is pretty much saying, look at that. The picture of the champion, Damian Priest, he is the future. Maro, truly unforgettable night here at Starrcade. We've seen new champions crowned, new alliances forged. Surprises that will reshape WCW for months. Velvet said it's been an honour to bring you an incredible event, and we can't wait to see what happens next on Thunder. Indeed, for myself, Mara Manaro, Booker T and Velvet Sky, thank you for joining us for WCW Starrcade. Good night, everyone. The show ends with Damian Priest standing tall in the ring, holding the WCW World Heavyweight Championship. Hopefully an iconic image of dominance. That got an 87, and that is the end of Starrcade. Overall 69 rating, however my popularity is not very high, so this is all good. Might not sound good, you only got 69, because obviously WWE you'd be pulling in 80 to 90 in your ratings most likely. But we'll see how we do on the TV ratings. That's all I can ask for, really. As you can see, look, 53. So when it comes to your overness, as long as you beat your company's overness, you've done alright. So we were 1.9454 million views, good amount of money, and yeah, that is the end there. That was Starrcade. Scroll down a little bit. Oh, we got Alexa Bliss here displaying noticeable Okay, apparently she's hesitant in the ring, bit of anxiety in the past. Well, I guess that makes sense. Don't know if it actually affects her, but it's unclear whether she's got this is a short-term slump, or we'll find out because she's my world champ. But that was reported by David Meltzer. AEW had Collision. Mercedes Moné beat Timeless Tony Storm, Thunder Rosa, and Britt Baker. And nothing else really I would like to look at. Let's have a look at our champions. There we go, Dolph Ziggler, Alexa Bliss, Dragon Lee, Damian Priest, and the War Machine. There we go. As you can see, prestigious history of the WCW World Heavyweight Champion, Vince Russo, the man himself. But hey, what can I say? Alexa is making history on the Women's Championship front. That will be the end of this episode. I hope you are all still enjoying the show, the way the format is. And yeah, that was Starrcade, and we're going to start building some new rivalries. What have we got now? 1, 2, 3, 4 shows before a pay-per-view, which is WCW Sold Out. So yeah, thanks as always for joining. Take care everyone. I'll see you soon.